and craft using copper, capturing the beauty of the coastal area. Copper Creations is a collection of art designed by Don and Donna Drew.
And the Melfa couple joins us this afternoon in Historic Studio D. Good afternoon. Happy Friday to you guys.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Beautiful.
So, beautiful artwork. Can you tell us a little bit of how you got into this?
We have been doing shows for 27 years, over 1,000 art shows between New York and Florida. We have to stay to the coast because our art is wildlife close to the coast. And I originally learned how to beat and bang on a piece of metal in the Marine Corps.
Oh, really?
I was a Marine Corps Aviation, and I was a metalsmith in the Marine Corps back in the day when you made parts for airplanes. And that's actually how I learned my trade, was in the Marine Corps.
That's interesting.
And I've been beating and banging on metal for 60 of my 77 years.
That's incredible.
I became interested as he became interested, but I have a different background. My dad was a local welder, had a welding shop, did farm work, so I was used to the metals and the torch. I didn't do anything because back then, girls don't need a torch. You don't need to be doing, you know. And but I saw how it was done. I knew how to cut the metal. Different things like that. So I guess my dad was my inspiration in a way.
Yeah, yeah. And you talk about your thousands of shows, and we're going to talk about one coming up here. But first, I want to ask you about, over those years, how did all of this evolve? I mean, did you always set out to do wildlife?
We had a friend, a very dear friend, Bobby Swain.
Robert Swain, who was
a carver.
Yeah.
And he kind of encouraged us because we gave him a little praying mantis for Christmas one year, and he did decoy carving, and he went to shows, and he said, y'all got to get into this.
What started that was, I'm a decoy collector. This area, of course I'm a decoy collector. But Jane Rollins, who run the Ward World Show years ago, 27 years ago, if we come over to your house for dinner, we don't drink. We brought you a piece of our art. We made our art at night for fun, for pleasure. And instead of a bottle of wine, we'd bring you a steamed crab.
No.
Jane Rollins called me one year and she says, Mr. Drew, I need to talk to you. I said, sure, you got a decoy for me to look at for the Ward World Show. She says, no, that's not why I called. And I said, what? She said, how much of your art have you got laying around? I said, we do it for fun, for pleasure after work. She says, I'm tired of going to all my friends' house and seeing a piece of your art. I said, and I told her what we did, you know. And she said, come and do the Ward World Show.
Wow.
I said, okay. I called my wife at Wheat First Union. She was a stockbroker at the time.
Working, yeah.
And I said, we're going to Ward World Show. Of course we are, Don. You're looking for a decoy. And I said, no. We're going as artists. It got real quiet on the phone. And it stayed real quiet. She says, what? I said, we're going as artists. And then that's how we started. We went to the Ward World Show, our first show ever, and sold out.
Wow.
Of course, we didn't have a whole lot.
We didn't have a whole lot.
You know,
But we come home with,
very
holy
novice,
cow.
very novice.
About that time, I was the design engineer for the pharmaceutical industry at the time, and she was a stockbroker. And I said, we're hitting the road. We want to do what's in my head.
Yeah.
What I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and want to do.
Yeah.
And you guys are participating in an upcoming artisan show. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
This is the AARP show in Ocean View, Delaware, just down the road from Bethany.
In the school.
At Lord Baltimore
School.
Elementary School. We've done this show for over 10 years. One of the finest shows we do in the year. And we've been coming back for 10 years, and that in itself tells a lot.
Yeah.
They have a lot of fine art there, and some jewelry for the girls, and some crafts. And they will also have farmers market.
Yes.
Yeah.
And food and quite a few different things, but it's really a
It's
great
very
really
nice.
good
Some of the
time.
things are outside, some of the things are inside. I think most of the arts and crafts are inside, and there might be some other things. I'm not sure exactly
It's
what, but they
and
have
this-
Next Saturday, the 27th.
27th.
And it's free.
And
It
it's
is free.
Free.
Starts at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Don't be late.
Don't be late. 9
'Cause
o'clock.
this will
Lord
all be
Baltimore.
sold out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think you need to get there early. So
Yes, you do.
Can
And we need to
participate.
go home and do a little more work.
And of course, we'll have more information on the AARP Artisan Fair happening May 27th at Lord Baltimore School. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Pleasure. Thank you
Thank
for having
you.
us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.